Have you ever stood on the edge of a place that embodies both radiant hope and overwhelming fear? Persia is that paradox, a tapestry woven with tales of liberation, yet cast in shadows of suffering. How can one land cradle both the heart of a hero and the iron grip of a tyrant? This isn't just a glimpse into history. It resonates with the pulse of our present world. As the tensions in Iran escalate and the globe holds its breath, are we on the verge of unveiling a truth that could rival the most powerful stories in the Bible? What if this revelation could shatter your preconceived notions and ignite a fire in your spirit like never before? Join us on this riveting journey. What we discover together could transform your understanding of hope and despair forever. As we step into the quiet shadows of history, the land of Persia unfolds before us. A vibrant tapestry shimmering with divine purpose and profound destiny. Ancient whispers of prophecy ripple through time, their echoes gently beckoning us to explore our own struggles, intertwined with a rich heritage of meaning and depth. Together, we'll embark on this journey, tracing Persia's roots back to the sons of Noah, where promise and paradox entwine in a delicate dance of faith. Imagine an empire awakening, not merely a bygone chapter in dusty history books, but a pivotal player in the sacred narrative woven throughout the Bible. Persia rises as a beacon of hope, divinely chosen to liberate the Israelites from the heavy shackles of Babylonian captivity. This moment is electric, an exodus igniting the very spirit of their sacred temple, a narrative fused with political power and profound spiritual significance. In this cosmic drama, Persia is transformed into an instrument of redemption. Yet, as we delve deeper into these ancient texts, shadows of a complex future begin to loom on the horizon, hinting at a time when Persia may confront God's chosen people, casting uncertainty upon its ultimate destiny. As we navigate this intricate narrative, we shall encounter towering figures like Cyrus the Great, whose momentous decree breathed life into the divine promise, while prophetic voices whisper of a tangled fate awaiting Persia in the chapters yet to unfold. This captivating duality invites us to reflect on the roles nations inhabit within the grand tapestry of the divine narrative. So I warmly invite you to join me on this sacred exploration. Together, we will dive deep into the rich history of Persia, peering into its prophetic future, where every thread compels us to consider the profound mysteries of redemption and judgment woven into the fabric of time. Let's turn back to the beginning of this compelling tale and immerse ourselves in the heart of ancient prophecy and the spirit of a nation marked for both triumph and trial. In the heart of ancient Persia, a divine tapestry was woven, intricately designed to alter history and breathe life into the whispers of prophecy. The unification of Media and Persia was not merely a political maneuver, it was a celestial orchestration foretold by the prophet Isaiah. Can you feel the anticipation in the air as these two great cultures merged, giving birth to a new power rising like a phoenix from the ashes of Babylon's grandeur? In this moment of union, marked by unseen providence, they forged a formidable empire, soon to be guided by a man of incredible destiny, King Cyrus. Cyrus the Great, a name forever etched in time, was more than a conqueror. He was a vessel of divine purpose, flowing with unprecedented clarity. Centuries before his birth, Isaiah spoke of this anointed leader, even calling him by name in Isaiah 45:1, a revelation that transcended time and echoes through our understanding of sovereignty and purpose. It was Cyrus, under God's guidance, who would decree the liberation of the Israelites from Babylonian captivity, allowing them to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the sacred temple. Imagine the weight of such an act, the liberation of a people after generations of exile. This was far more than a political gesture. It was the profound fulfillment of God's promise, a testament to his unwavering faithfulness. Yet, the narrative of Persia is not solely one of redemption. It reveals a paradox where the empire acted as both punisher and redeemer. While Cyrus emerged as the instrument of Israel's freedom, Persia's rise also served as a divine act of chastisement against Babylon, a nation that had become the rod of God's anger against Israel. Could it be that in this tension, we see a reflection of our own lives? How often do we experience liberation from one source while simultaneously confronting the weight of our past? This duality serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of divine justice, where liberation and judgment coexist within God's grand design. Today, as we pause to reflect on Persia's ancient significance, we glimpse the spiritual stakes quietly resonating beneath the shadows of history. The story of Persia is not merely a relic of the past. It stands as a living testament to the intricate dance between prophecy and power. It beckons us to look beyond the surface and recognize the hand of God in the rise and fall of nations. Can we see our role in this divine narrative? Are we open to the whispers of purpose in our everyday lives? But the mystery doesn't end here. As we continue our journey together, we will explore how Persia's legacy resonates into the future, hinting at its role in the prophetic war of Gog and Magog. What does this mean for us today? What echoes of this ancient past invite reflection in our present? Stay with us as we unveil the next chapter of this sacred narrative, allowing the threads of ancient wisdom to weave into the fabric of our spiritual understanding. As we delve into the captivating visions of Daniel, we find ourselves at the hinge of history, a poignant time when the mighty Persian Empire is destined to rise to its zenith, only to be overtaken by the swift advance of Greece. In the book of Daniel, chapter 8, the prophet shares a vision of a majestic ram with two powerful horns, representing the kings of Media and Persia. This ram charges forth with unstoppable might, moving westward, northward, and southward. Then, in a dramatic twist, a goat, quick and fierce, symbolizing the king of Greece, appears from the west, darting across the landscape as if gliding above the earth. Can you feel the tension building? The clash between these forces reveals profound power dynamics orchestrated by the divine. As the ram shatters, we do not witness mere defeat, but a striking reminder of the accuracy of biblical prophecy. The rise and fall of empires are not random occurrences. They are deliberate movements within God's grand design. How often do we grapple with the implications of such upheaval? The prediction of Persia's reign and its eventual fall to Alexander the Great reflects the fleeting nature of earthly power and compels us to confront a profound truth. No kingdom, no matter how vast, exists outside of God's sovereign will. Reflecting on this story, we peel back layers to uncover deeper spiritual insights. Persia's role in God's plan was not solely about dominance. It illustrated a divine purpose that transcends human understanding. Could it be that through Persia, God demonstrated his ability to utilize even the strongest empires to fulfill his promises and pave the way for his kingdom? The liberation of the Israelites and the reconstruction of the temple were not merely historical footnotes. They were crucial steps in a cosmic narrative leading to the ultimate redemption found in Christ. How does this perspective change the way we view our struggles and triumphs today? As we ponder these ancient prophecies, we're reminded of their relevance in our contemporary world. In a time when nations rise and fall, where alliances shift and uncertainty reigns, we find solace in knowing that God's plan remains unshakable. The saga of Persia and Greece urges us to trust in God's enduring purposes, even when the future seems shrouded in fog. It invites us to recognize that even in times of great transition, God is at work, orchestrating events for His ultimate glory while beckoning us to be active participants in His unfolding story. But our journey doesn't end here. As we gaze into the horizon of what is yet to come, we sense the weight of future prophecies waiting to unfold. What role will Persia play in the prophetic war of Gog and Magog? How does this ancient tale resonate with the spiritual battles we encounter in our lives today? Stay with us as we continue to unravel the profound mysteries of God's timeless plan, allowing these reflections to stir our hearts and spirits in anticipation. As we journey through the vibrant tapestry of history, we are drawn to the Persian Empire at its pinnacle, a time when a courageous young Jewish woman named Esther emerged, poised to change her people's fate forever. In the heart of Persia, within the lavish court of King Xerxes, Esther rose from obscurity to wear the crown, not from ambition, but as part of a divine plan beyond her comprehension. The Book of Esther reveals a tale rich in drama and tension. A dark decree looms over the Jewish people, conceived by Haman, a man consumed by pride and hatred. Yet, amid impending doom, God's providence shines through, using Esther as a beacon of hope and deliverance. Her journey goes beyond survival. It's a powerful testament to divine timing and intervention. Let us pause to consider Esther's position, her rise to the throne, her concealed identity, and her courageous approach to the king. Each moment suggests a narrative woven by the unseen hand of God, subtly guiding history. Picture Esther standing before Xerxes, her heart racing as she risks her life to advocate for her people. Here, we witness the transformative power of faith and courage against insurmountable odds. Her heartfelt actions echo a timeless truth found in Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He directs it like a watercourse wherever He pleases. In this pivotal moment, Persia transforms from a mere backdrop into a vibrant stage for God's redemptive story. This mighty empire becomes a vessel of divine mercy. Through Esther, we see how powerfully God can sway the hearts of kings and the fortunes of nations to fulfill His promises. The Jewish people, once captives in this foreign land, find protection and favor from the very empire that threatened them. It's a compelling reminder that God works in mysterious ways, crafting deliverance from chaos. The stakes are profound. Esther's narrative reflects our struggles in the eternal battle of good versus evil, faith versus fear. It dares us to consider our own place in the unfolding divine plan. Are we ready, like Esther, to step into the unknown and stand boldly for truth and justice, even against daunting odds? As we reflect on her courage, we are called to trust in God's perfect timing and believe He can use the most unexpected situations and unlikely people to enact His extraordinary purposes. Yet, the tale of Persia does not conclude with Esther. Reflecting on this ancient empire's role in biblical prophecy encourages us to ponder its future implications. What lessons does Persia's past hold for us concerning the prophetic events awaiting us? This mystery unfolds, inviting us to delve deeper into the intricate tapestry of God's plan, revealing layers of meaning that draw us closer to our understanding. In doing so, we prepare our hearts for a seamless transition into the next chapter of this saga. where Persia's narrative beautifully intertwines with the unfolding prophecies of the New Testament. Here, we are reminded that our stories, woven with courage and faith, continue to echo through eternity. As the New Testament unfolds, the story of Persia entwines itself into a fresh prophecy, like a thread woven into the fabric of time. Imagine those ancient lands where a group of wise men, known as magi, gaze up at the night sky, scanning the heavens for celestial signs heralding the birth of a king. These magi, esteemed scholars and astrologers, emerge from the regions where Esther once walked, their hearts aflame with purpose and expectation. Their journey transcends mere curiosity. It is a pilgrimage rich with spiritual significance, igniting hope in darkened lands. Guided by a brilliant star, they traverse vast deserts and steep mountains, their resolve unwavering, eager to pay homage to the newborn Messiah. Can you feel the weight of their journey? What drove these men, steeped in wisdom, to seek the truth in a humble stable? In Matthew 2:1-12, we encounter the Magi as they arrive in Jerusalem, their unexpected presence echoing Persia's lasting spiritual legacy. They embark on a divine quest to find the one born the King of the Jews, a title resonating through millennia and deeply tied to the promises of a coming Savior. The gifts they bring, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, are not mere tokens of respect. They carry profound meanings, acknowledging Jesus' kingship, his divine nature, and the sacrifice that lies ahead. As they place their offerings at his feet, what emotions stir within you? Is it reverence, awe, or perhaps a deep longing for the same recognition in your own life? Their journey is a divine appointment, a striking fulfillment of ancient prophecies declaring that nations would be drawn to the light of Israel's Messiah. This encounter unveils a grand mystery. Persia, once a land of exile for the Jewish people, assumes a new role as heralds of their redemption. The Magi's acknowledgement of Jesus signifies the universal embrace of God's plan for salvation, bridging the gap between Jew and Gentile. This moment collapses time, intertwining the past and future as the prophecies of Isaiah and Micah spring to life in the quaintness of Bethlehem. The spiritual stakes are monumental. This recognition by the Magi foreshadows the far-reaching impact of Christ's coming, a beacon of hope destined for all nations. Yet within this divine revelation, shadows linger. King Herod, feeling threatened by whispers of a rival king, plots an insidious response, echoing Persia's ancestral rivalries. What fear drives a heart to such lengths? But our wise travelers, guided by dreams, choose an alternate route home. Their departure, a beautiful testament to divine protection and intervention. This poignant moment nudges us to consider what Persia's acknowledgement of the Messiah might mean in God's unfolding narrative. Could it be that through their eyes, we glimpse a greater truth about our own journeys of faith? But let's not forget, the intrigue doesn't stop here. As we venture further, we will unravel how the ancient threads of Persia weave into the prophetic tapestry of the end times, revealing its dual role as both redeemer and foe in the grand story yet to come. Prepare your heart for the mysteries that lie ahead, as the echoes of the past meet the promises of the future in the unfolding saga of salvation. Take a deep breath and let yourself settle into stillness. In this sacred moment, allow the noise of the world to fade into the background, if only for a heartbeat. In this quiet, we invite the truth to gently rise to the surface. As you journey along the path of your life, pause to acknowledge the shadows that may linger, the times of uncertainty, the decisions that sit heavy on your heart? Can you discern the hand of God even in those dark and unyielding places? The story of Esther is a profound mirror reflecting our own journeys. It carries us from liberation into the complexities of life where conflict may arise. Amidst its threads of redemption and judgment, what resonates with your heart? Is there a part of you that yearns to release control, to lean into a wisdom greater than your own? Faith often walks a winding road. It beckons us to step into the unknown, to embrace a purpose that sometimes remains hidden from view. Can you summon the courage, much like Esther, to stand tall in quiet resolve, believing that your existence too carries immense significance? Sit with the discomfort of this moment. Allow it to be a sculptor in your spirit, crafting you into a person who chooses trust over trepidation, faith over doubt. As you prepare to step back into the world, carrying these poignant truths with you, ask yourself, what will you embrace in the light of this reflection? In the tapestry of time, the nation of Persia stands as a compelling testament to God's sovereign orchestration, a vital thread woven into the grand narrative of prophecy. From its ancient role as a liberator under Cyrus, who boldly freed the exiles from Babylon as foretold in Isaiah 44:28 and 45:1, to its anticipated significance in the unfolding scenario of the end times, Persia embodies both hope and challenge. This duality resonates not just in the annals of history, it mirrors our own spiritual journeys where liberation often coexists with conflict, compelling us to seek divine purpose amid our personal chaos. As we venture deeper into this prophetic vision, we are reminded of the intricate yet purposeful nature of God's plans. The story of Persia beckons us to recognize the unseen hand of the Almighty that has guided history toward its fulfillment. This message is not to invoke fear, but to awaken us to the urgency of our times. We must peer beyond present turmoil, discerning the divine narrative yearning to emerge. It reassures us that even in the darkest moments, redemption can spring forth and God's grace can transform our trials into testimonies, turning adversaries into allies. In this prophetic alignment, let us embrace the truth that our lives, much like Persia, are woven into a larger story of redemption. We are invited to stand resolute in our faith, becoming vessels of hope and instruments of peace within a world often shrouded in chaos. As history advances toward its divine climax, let us earnestly seek our purpose in God's eternal plan, stepping into the roles He has meticulously crafted for each of us. In this alignment of heart and spirit, may we uncover what has been hidden, an eternal truth, that God's purpose is perpetually unfolding, and we are invited to partake in its magnificent unveiling. Let us pray for clarity to discern our place in this divine story. Lord, grant me the insight to see beyond my struggles, to trust in your unfolding plan, and to embody your grace in my interactions with others. May I shine as a beacon of hope in times of uncertainty, reflecting your love in every encounter. In this commitment, we position ourselves not only to witness His glory, but to actively participate in its revelation to the world. As we gently come to the close of this journey together, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on the sacred truths we've uncovered. In the stillness of your heart, ponder how Persia's prophetic story resonates with your own spiritual walk. I warmly encourage you to share your reflections or questions in the comments below as we gather in this sacred community, seeking wisdom and growth hand in hand. If you feel a gentle nudge to walk further alongside us, we would be blessed to have you subscribe to our channel. Together, we will continue to explore the profound corridors of prophecy and revelation, uncovering the timeless truths that guide us through life's journey. Let us remain attuned to the divine mysteries that await our discovery, ready to embrace the depth of understanding that unfolds before us. In this quiet moment, as the last candle flickers softly, may you find solace in knowing you are a cherished part of a grander story. Stay present and open your heart to the tender whispers of divine wisdom that lead us onward. Until our paths converge again, may you walk in unwavering faith and radiant light.